The Trip is directed by Tommy Wirkola, and it's about a dysfunctional couple who head to a remote cabin to reconnect. But each actually has secret intentions to kill each other. But before they can individually carry out their plans, something happens, visitors arrive, and they face a great danger. This is one of the funnest movies I've seen recently, along with great character work. Again, this is a Norwegian film, so you have to read subtitles. But the American title is The Trip, but in Norwegian, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it, it actually translates into for worse, or it's the for better or for worse part of it. And at its core, it's actually about a very dysfunctional marriage, and it takes its time in setting up the relationship between our protagonists. And both of them are protagonists, and it's director, a director that doesn't feel like he's accomplished what he wants to do, and he's married to his wife, who is an actress who is also very down on the dumps. Her career isn't going as well as she had hoped. So they both have a lot of individual animosity towards themselves. They don't like where they are, and they obviously hate each other at this point because both of them are unhappy. And we have this really awesome setup. They both are going on this retreat, on this little cabin that the main character's father owns, to rest, to rejuvenate. But very early on, and this isn't a spoiler, they have intentions, or he has intentions of killing her, and her intentions are not pure as well. And through this film, we discover why that is. And there's a lot of moments when they're just talking about the relationship, and it becomes a lot more gruesome. And that's the fun part of this movie, is how gruesome it is. But if you enjoy drama, if you enjoy marital distress, the initial parts where they're talking to each other are also very fun, because you can just, the animosity is so clear, and it's actually such an interesting character study on how a marriage could dissolve. And even if you are not a film director like the main character or an actress, the things that they gripe at with each other, I think, are universally understood. He just resents her for a different or certain reasons, and she resents him for, what she feels like giving up on his dreams and not paying attention to her. He resents her because she did something that really hurt him, and you could just tell by the way they talk. There's so much tension. They're so passive aggressive and aggressive to each other and uncaring. And unfortunately, I'm sure a lot of us have seen this before, whether that's in relationships of people near us, or you read about it, or unfortunately, if you have aspects of this in your own relationships, these all come out and these all exist. And that's why this is such a great, I would say, thriller horror, because there's a lot of violence that goes on. It's incredibly gruesome and bloody, but what makes it so entertaining is the relationship, is seeing how they work or can't work through certain things in their lives. And all of this funness layered upon the drama just creates a really enjoyable film. And it's actually really funny too. They managed to talk about these very serious issues while satisfying the gory thing that you want to see, while also satisfying the funny bone. It's a pretty ridiculous premise. There are a lot of ridiculous killings and ridiculous violence, and it's just really good. And I would recommend it. It's available on Netflix right now. Definitely check it out. Really enjoyed it. I've seen a lot of films recently, and I don't really have the urge to talk about all of them because some of them don't really have anything to talk about. But for this one, if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. So definitely check it out.